Okay, good afternoon. We're with Robert Cackett, chairman of LARS, Latin American Risk Services, which is an interesting organization that just started a few years ago. What are the objectives you had with creating LARS?
Most of the original members of LARS came from different organizations that ceased to exist, and we saw my entire life has been multinational business, and we saw with my colleagues in Argentina and Brazil and Mexico the need to create an independent network of professional brokers who own their own businesses and live and die with our clients and the services we provide. So we decided to initiate the creation of LARS, selecting one member per country, with the end goal having a member in every country from Mexico south.
And after this effort, how much visibility does LARS have in the markets?
Well, our visibility daily is growing. This conference that we're having here now, with the support we receive from Chubb, from AXA, from QBE, from MAPFRE, and from Zurich, proves that LARS is here. All of these markets want a greater participation of the multi-Latin business. We are multi-Latins. We live here, we run our businesses in each of these countries, and we don't work for someone in Europe or the United States. We're here, and the marketplace now knows that if they want multi-Latin business, we're the network that can provide it.
Where does all the support come from for the operation of LARS and all the services it gives to its members?
LARS is made up of two types of members. The country member, which is a direct broker in each of the countries, and then we have a global service provider, resource, which are specialists that could be either in Latin America or outside of Latin America that can bring to us support in specialty areas such as pensions, such as risk analysis, surveying, claims adjusting, and other specialty areas that each of us don't have in our own operations. But as our markets become more sophisticated and as our clients demand more service, we have the resources to go to that will provide that at reasonable cost to us and or our clients, giving them satisfaction that their risks are identified and properly handled, and also making it easier to sell the program to a market. Be that a Chubb, AXA, or whomever, we give them everything they need to be able to analyze the multi-Latin business and come up with the best conditions.
Let me do a follow-up on that. So the important thing here is a multi-Latin effort that you guys can give. Now, in each country, you both have local insurers, you have global insurers, and you have regional insurers, the multi-Latin. So you think the LARS members can be competitive, servicing all across them?
Oh yes, I think we're more than competitive. I think our international competitors can't come up to our levels, because this is our life. And everybody that's here that you've met during this conference, this is what we live and die for every day. This is our business. So I think that no one can compete against us. What we need to do is get more of our regional and local clients who do have activities cross borders to realize that the big guys, these big multinational brokers, aren't going to give them what they really need, which is service, good feedback, proper assessment of their risks, and being next to them, being in Ecuador, being in Argentina, Bolivia, El Salvador, or wherever they may be.
This obviously gives more responsibility to LARS, and then the question is, how do you see the cross-borders? How does LARS see the cross-border responsibilities that this effort has?
Well, we have a code of service and an ethical standards that we demand of all of our members. Everyone signs an agreement to live by ethical means of doing business. And we are instilling in each member that if a member passes a piece of business in their country, that account should be considered one of their most primary important accounts. The premium has nothing to do with it. It's the servicing of one of your member countries' client in your country. This gives us that factor that our industry needs, and that's service, no matter how big or small you are. Naturally, there are huge multinational Latin accounts, and there's some very small ones. But even the small ones need the service of a professional, and we had the promise and the acceptance of each of our members to give that service. And I get calls if the service is failing from a country complaining about another country, and I follow up. I call. I get on it. We follow it up because this is vital for us. We don't have a big advertising budgets that can put our names on soccer teams, but we do have our reputations locally, and with the LARS logo, which is now all through South America, we feel that we will be building on this year by year with more and more multi-Latin business.
Thank you, Bob. Congratulations for this effort, and we wish you a lot of success.